Hey, you all. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the South. More specifically, we are here once again at Universal Studios, Florida. I actually found my hotels very near here, probably less than a mile, kind of the cluster of hotels that surrounds Universal Studios. And I found that actually taking an Uber from my hotel and taking an Uber back is actually cheaper than parking. I think it's less than $20 to come here and then to take an Uber back at the end of the night. So that's parking here is more than that. So I figured it pretty convenient. Plus I don't have to worry about parking my car, driving around looking for a parking spot. So yeah, definitely in the future I'm going to stay. If I stay near Universal, I'll probably be taking an Uber here instead of parking. If I'm a little further away and the price doesn't work out, then I'll take my car. But when you take the Uber, they drop you off here on top of the Jurassic Park parking. Do they call it Jurassic parking? I think in Hollywood it's called Jurassic parking. But anyways, wanted to do some more stuff here at Universal today, so please follow me. See the helicopters flying over the parks here. I actually checked into these helicopter rides, and oddly enough, there's no single riders on helicopter rides. You need to bring a minimum of 2 people to ride the helicopters. So yesterday was a Friday. Today is Saturday, and you can really tell the difference. Oh my gosh, there was no wait yesterday for security. And look at this, yikes. Oh no, I'm never getting in here. Okay, I made it through security pretty fast. They kept the line moving. I know I was complaining, but things went pretty smooth. The Mardi Gras tree over here, you can see people have been throwing their beads on these trees here. See all the beads on the ground. Now this gets so covered in Mardi Gras beads, there's actually beads hanging on it year round. I think they do try to clean it up, but they just can't get all the beads off. I think this may be why they added the bead troll, so you throw your beads on the troll and not on these trees. So yesterday we did Universal Studios, the park, and this whole complex is Universal Studios Resort. Over there is Universal Studios theme park. Over here is the second park, Islands of Adventure. There's 2 parks here at Universal Studios for those of you not familiar. And while the Universal Studios is a park theater on movie making, movies themselves. But over here, they created Islands of Adventure. They decided to make a park based on literature. So most of the attractions here go back to some form of literature, have that be books, have that be comics, just any sort of written word. Now, over the years, as they've added new things, that may have gotten stretched just a little, but you can still kind of feel that theme as you go through Islands of Adventure. Also, there's a lot more thrill rides, a lot more roller coasters, a more thrill-based theme park here at Islands of Adventure. So let's head in. And we enter here through what they call the Port of Entry. Kind of a beautifully themed area, kind of an exotic feel to it. They have the Rocket Airmail over here. I guess this is for sending postcards. And it looks like this is actually a mailbox. So if you want to buy a postcard, get it stamped, you can send it by rocket. And this is where the adventure officially begins. You can stop and take a ride here on a tiger or a baboon. Look at me, riding on a baboon. That'll do, monkey. That'll do. And my doctor told me to avoid straddling things, but I don't think she watches my videos, so we're good. Yeah, these shops here are really cool. You can hear like the chatter of characters as you're walking around the village. See the sign for the Island Market, Explore, and Fudge. See the little camels moving there on the sign. And inside, you can buy some Hello Kitty merchandise. Why not? Up here, you can see the sign for the Lucky Monkey. The monkey turning the crank and the dice there rolling in those cages. I guess this is a Christmas exclusive shop. Did Christmas at Universal last year. Lots of fun. Did both parks, Hollywood and Florida. See a lot of Grinch. The Grinch is kind of the star of Christmas here at Universal. Got tons of little Easter eggs in this area. I think this is kind of an area that people move through quickly because it's kind of the entrance. It has the gift shops, but if you take a little time here, you'll see some really cool stuff. You can see like the fire damage there. It says fire brigade moving closer to water. Up here you can hear the cats meowing. Over here you can buy some soda out of a canoe. There's a lagoon in the center, and you can see the different lands. You can see Popeye's ship over there. You can see Jurassic Park out there right across the way. There is Seuss Landing over here, and you can see the beach there at Seuss Landing, and actually see some sneetches out there in the lagoon. Yeah, you get a really good view of the Velocicoaster. You can see the whole track layout from over here. There it goes. And we enter Marvel Superhero Island over here. Now, of course, when you look at who has the rights to the Marvel characters, it's very confusing. As far as movies go, all the different movie studios have rights to certain characters. Sometimes certain characters can appear, played by different actors in different movies. It's all very confusing. And it's confusing here too because Disney owns Marvel. Of course, they have the MCU. So this will, much like The Simpsons, this is part of Universal, where Disney technically owns the property. If I understand correctly, again, this may be too legally confusing for me. I'm not a lawyer. One difference, though, is this is not based on the MCU. This is actually the original comic book characters. Like I said, Islands of Adventure, based on literature. So there's some major screaming here behind me. Islands of Adventure based on literature, therefore it is based on the comic books. The written comic book is the theming here at Marvel Superhero Island. So this big green monstrosity here, this is the Incredible Hulk coaster. This was, a lot of people know this was, car go by. This was used in the film House on Haunted Hill. The scene where the roller coaster that tricks you into thinking that it is derailing. And you see the Hulk there actually causing a derailment himself, ripping the train right off the cart, ripping the track to pieces, destroying his own roller coaster. Okay, so Universal Studios does not allow you to film on the roller coasters, but you know what? I've never been on the Incredible Hulk coaster. So you know what? I'm gonna put my phone away, put all my loose articles into these lockers here, and I'm gonna take a ride on the Incredible Hulk coaster, and I will let you guys know what it's like on the other side. boy, I am now officially awake. That is a very intense roller coaster, and I don't know, just like the forces, I think they call them, what do they call them, the G-forces? I felt like just pinned back, like, felt like I was like my head was being squished like a grape by the very forces of the ride. I've heard that from other people, that this one gets a little intense, just the force of the roller coaster. Yeah. It's so yeah, you go in. They do have metal detectors, so you can't even take a camera into the queue line, which I definitely understand. You know, I would appreciate it. I would be very, very happy if Universal decided to start allowing people to film in safe ways. But I also agree that people should not be trying to film on roller coasters like this with loose items, with phones, with handheld cameras, things like that. I understand that because that could seriously injure somebody. So they're serious about it. You get a free locker over here, but then you go through a metal detector to get into the queue line. The queue line is kind of cool, glowing green, all these tubes. You get into the actual coaster cars, like big tubes of green light shining down on you. Then you go up that tunnel right there. It's all like flashing electricity inside of it. Then you hear the Hulk as you as you get hurtled through the coaster. And then the part where you go like under the water in the tunnel, that's actually like mist. So you actually get a little, not wet, but like misted as you're going through. And yeah, man, it is, I can still feel it like right here. This is an intense one, so if you really like that crushing force of roller coasters, I would recommend this. Now, it's interesting, these roller coasters, like I said, my policy before has been, if the theme park allows me to film on the roller coaster, then that is when I will, that's when I will ride it. But I've gotten to the point with roller coasters where I want to be able to at least have a reference point. So some of like the more renowned roller coasters, some of the more famous roller coasters, I want to at least have ridden them so that I can talk about them and discuss them, as I do cover a lot of theme parks, amusement parks here on this channel. And you know, the real reason that I started going to theme parks and amusement parks was because of my love of dark rides. You know, I found out which theme parks had dark rides, but as I started going to different theme parks, as I started going to different amusement parks, I started, you know, learning more about the other parts of the park, and one of those is roller coasters. Now, I have a long-standing childhood fear of roller coasters. I've documented that trauma that I suffered at Six Flags Great America growing up. But, you know, if I'm going to be covering roller coasters on this channel, I want to have that coaster knowledge. So maybe I'll do more videos where I will ride roller coasters and give my thoughts on them, which is really strange because, yeah, a roller coaster vlog by someone who doesn't like roller coasters. I don't really enjoy roller coasters. Some roller coasters get pretty close up there to the brink of, that was pretty fun. The Hulk, I probably wouldn't ride this again. It's just, the view was beautiful. Like the big loopy part over there was cool, over the water. I liked that. But as I went through, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so intense, just let me off. Just feeling those G-forces press against me. So yeah, just increasing my theme park knowledge here by riding some of the more renowned coasters, such as the Incredible Hulk coaster. And to celebrate our completion of the Incredible Hulk roller coaster, let's get us some Marvel pressed pennies. I got the Hulk on there, you got another Hulk. Oh, you got all sorts of different Hulk. You got 4 different Hulk poses. You also got Nick Fury and Captain America and Thor and Iron Man. So what the heck? You gotta smash these pennies while they're still available. Let's get all 8. So one interesting thing about these pressed pennies is they're actually numbered. This one's like 2 of 8 here at the very bottom. Tiny writing, I don't know if you can see it. I guess that's just, you know, because they're comic books, so they kind of add a collectible element to them. Over at this kiosk, you can buy some Hulk plushies and the infamous Hulk hands. Now, I've heard from more than one person stories of drunken boxing matches gone wrong using the Hulk hands. But look at this. This is kind of interesting. They have the Red Hulk hands. And this is, yeah, it says Marvel Studios. That's Disney. So, yeah, Disney product for sale here at Universal Studios. This is the Storm Force Accelatron, themed after Storm from the X-Men. This is like a teacup style ride. Just much more, with a lot more adrenaline, I guess. Oh wow, something happened. You see the facades here look like they were taken right out of a comic book. You have the Cafe 4, a Fantastic Four themed restaurant. Oh yeah, look at the big glowing tower there in the middle of the restaurant. Oh, there's like projections on the ceiling. Here is a Fantastic Four police car there. Oh, there you see the lights flashing. Got a little bit of exhaust coming out here on the side. See the arcade here. I think that's Kingpin flicking some coins out into the street there. And you can actually see here inside the arcade, there's been a hole blown in the wall that leads you into the Fantastic Four restaurant. Now this has always confused me, and if someone knows the answer to this, please let me know. There is this unusual cage up here with a chair inside of it. So if anyone knows like whose chair this is, why is there a chair in a cage above the arcade here? Leave a comment in the comments section. Who's supposed to be sitting here? Down here in this alley we have Dr. Doom's Fearfall. These drop towers here. You can see they're actually pretty bouncy drop towers. Are they gonna go all the way to the top? Oh, just kind of bouncing. For a name like Dr. Doom, seems to be a fairly gentle and enjoyable drop tower. It's a security transport vehicle over here, like an armored truck. And somehow there's a safe dangling above it. What's this over here? It says DoomNet. To access, please depress the button.
Agenda Superhero Exchange number 8291. This is Iron Man. Code 6.
Oh, it's Iron Man.
For anyone at Avengers headquarters.
Well, there's a newspaper machine, the Daily Bugle. It says gobbling up the Big Apple. So there's a goblin in New York. Still somehow better than the news going on in the real world. You see the massive Wolverine here out on the streets. Oh, there's the goblin right there, throwing these are they pumpkin bombs over here at the Five and Dime? Yeah, let's peek here inside the Five and Dime. Yeah, they got some Spider-Man merch in here. And check this out, you actually can buy comic books. And over here we have the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. Now, both Disney and Universal have their own Spider-Man rides. The one at Disney California Adventure, I'm not a fan of. Now, this is a simulator type ride, but I think it's generally regarded as one of the better simulator type rides. Let's head in. We enter here into the Daily Bugle, the newspaper company. The halls of the Daily Bugle. You can read some of the newspapers they put out. City Cries H2, oh no. And the office is back here. The newspaper staff. Oh, there's a croissant there sitting on the desk. Different camera equipment. I guess Peter Parker uses those to take photos.
Ned Leeds and Betty Grant, please come.
And we head into the dark room. Oh yeah, this is where Peter Parker develops photos. Oh man, I remember dark rooms. Took a photography class in college. It was amazing. It's a really fun process. Really the art form of taking photos, which doesn't exist anymore. Little projectors and equipment there. Then hanging up to dry are these different pictures of Spider-Man villains. It's the filing room. Our chariot awaits. I think we're in some sort of roving news vehicle. Yeah, you can see how the arm comes down there and closes on the side. Oh, our door's coming down there. Let's see J. Jonah Jameson up there on the billboard. Here we go.
Hello? This is Jonah Jameson. Roger, over. Is this thing on? Listen, Scoop.
Oh,
I'm reporting
it's moving up there. Is that
all over
Spider-Man?
the city, and I'm starting to get worried. Did you see that? The spider signal.
Spider signal.
Spider-Man nearby. Trouble can't be far away. And you know what trouble means. Headlines. National coverage. So don't screw this up. Good luck. Man, you shouldn't be out here. Doc Ock on the loose. This could
So this is a 3D ride. You have to wear your own 3D glasses at home.
Be careful. Red leotard.
Oh, there's Stan Lee in a garbage truck. Oh, look at that Statue of Liberty's book there.
Everything's going as planned.
Excellent. And with my anti-gravity cannon, even Spider-Man won't be able to stop me.
Oh, there's the Statue of Liberty's arm.
Yes, of course.
If you think you're getting out of
He's gonna shock us.
you're in for it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh no.
Away, they're mine.
There's the Statue of Liberty's head. Oh my God. Is that Goblin? Oh, the pumpkin. Oh, look at the fire. I feel the flame on my face.
You punks have short-circuited our plan long enough.
You're taking a dive.
Dive. Oh, getting wet here.
Happy landings.
Oh, yeah, caught. Spider-Man caught us in his web. There's Stan Lee again.
Guess that wraps things up. You guys there?
Wraps things up.
Carefully raise your
There's that big laser up there.
exit the vehicle. Make sure you take
Spider-Man up there in the office.
and you can drop off the light.
Oh, and there we go. There's me in my cart. There's Spider-Man. And it would only make sense to grab some Spider-Man press pennies today. Whoops. Oh, just spitting them out. Oh no. No. No, press pennies. There we go. Is that all of them? Oh man, I am getting so many press pennies. Seriously, I think Jen is stressed out just because there's so many pennies in our house. And next to the Spider-Man ride, we have Doc Ock's pretzels here. I guess they're Auntie Anne's. Maybe like Auntie Ox. And over here at the comic shop, looks like Captain America is doing a meet and greet. Oh yeah. Oh, Captain America.
How are we holding up today? You
Doing
having a
good. I'm having an excellent day.
So what's the occasion? What brings you all the way out here? So
Just enjoying the park.
just enjoy the park. You've been here before?
Yes, I've
Okay,
been here
so
before.
while we're over here hanging around now, what's something that you have to make sure you get done while you're here?
I don't know. I'm just kind of wandering around, taking in. I rode the Hulk coaster for the first time
How you
today.
feeling? You feeling all right?
There's a lot of pressure on my skull, I think.
I think eventually you'll get past that.
Okay. Good.
Let's come out in here. Let's have a picture today.
And you can see Captain America over here punching every villain in sight. Like he punched this guy all the way over there. These pillars over here. This has all the characters here on the inside. Oh, there's the Hulk. He crushed my head today. How's it going, Wolverine?
It's going good.
How
are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Do you shake? Is it safe?
And watch out for these claws.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Pretty sharp.
Pretty sharp. We almost skewered my hand there.
Yeah, sorry about that. You haven't seen Deadpool around here, have you?
Deadpool? No.
All right, good, because that guy smells bad.
He smells bad?
Yeah, he does.
Well, I'll keep an eye out and my nose out for Deadpool.
All right, see you later, Bo.
See you later.
Stay safe.
Just an interesting note, the guy behind me wanted to take a picture with Wolverine. He had an alcoholic beverage in his hand and they made him put it down. They didn't make him throw it out or anything, but he had to put it down for the selfie. I guess they just don't want their characters like posing with people with alcohol, if that makes sense. I guess the Submariner here is the mascot of the bathrooms. You can see him there swimming around, presumably inside of a giant toilet. Now we leave Marvel Superhero Island and head over to Toon Lagoon, which to me is one of the most interesting lands in any theme park. Like I said, based on literature is the park, and this is based on comic strips that like appeared in newspapers, those classic comics. It's interesting, a lot of these I remember from when I was a little kid. I used to read the Sunday comics, and some of these are even older. Some of these are like even before my time. So I imagine a lot of the kids visiting don't really know who a lot of these characters are. I wonder if kids today know who Heathcliff is.
Paparazzi shot?
How are you doing, Betty Boop?
I'm doing swell. How are you today?
Doing excellent.
Oh, wonderful. I see you wearing red.
I know, we match.
It's the best color, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, I was in black and white for so long. I love being in color now. Oh,
Well, you look wonderful in color.
I was just drawn this way. Have fun today. Me too.
You too, Betty. Yeah, I need to call my dad and see if he can tell me who some of these characters are. There's the comic strip cafe. You see this witch crashed in to the pole there, crushed the bricks there. I think, I could be wrong, I'm throwing this out there. I think this character's name is Witch Hazel? There's Pogo the possum there. I see Sunday Funnies. It used to be, back in my day, that on Sunday they would have a full section of color comics. They would run a few strips of black and white comics during the week, but on Sunday it was the mega load. You got the color comics, and you could spend Sunday afternoon after church reading the color comics. Looks like this turtle and owl here have sprung a leak in their boat. Actually, there was a leak. Oh, okay. The leak went away for a second, but it's back. Yeah, some of these I have just the vaguest memory of. This is Shoe. It's a bird that's maybe a bird that makes newspapers. I don't know. Anyone remembers Shoe? It says, which is why I feel. Oh, let's see, it changes there. Neither does his staff. The good editor never sleeps. Neither does his staff. Because the sign changes. Good editors never sleep. Even cigars burn down eventually. There's Kathy. I believe that was a comic about being a middle-aged woman. And there's our friend we just ran into, Betty Boop. I actually love this. It is just so unique. There's no other. Go to any other theme park in the world. There's nothing like this. It's almost surreal in a way. Like a lot of these comics I don't remember very well, just the vaguest memory of, and now I feel like I'm in some sort of spacey dream world where they come to life. There's dog fountain here. These dogs being sprayed with water. This dog drinking beer. I don't know who these dogs are. Actually, I'm starting to think these are dog versions of, I think that's Hagar the Horrible as a dog, and Beetle Bailey as a dog. Again, I just barely remember any of these. See Little Nemo there. It says, "Oh, I'm falling out of bed." Now I don't remember that as a comic, but there actually was an NES game about Little Nemo. There's Hagar the Horrible, the Viking up there. in his ship. There's Prince Valiant. This was like a really serious comic about medieval knight. Skunk has scared this family up. This cactus. And if anyone remembers any of these that I'm not correctly identifying, leave a comment in the comment section. These raining clouds here. Yeah, I don't feel like getting drenched today, but if you do feel like getting drenched, just stand under there and you'll be drenched in no time. And I do love this giant sandwich here. It's got hot dogs, a whole fish, spaghetti, a whole lobster, and lots of meat and cheese in it. Now they do have a Popeye section over here. He's probably the most recognizable character to modern audiences. Fortunately, the Bilge-Rat barges are closed for scheduled maintenance. That is the Popeye ride. They're kind of those circular, super soggy boats. Now here is a Marmaduke photo op. I guess you have to act like he's pulling you through the air. He's gonna flip it the other direction. Flip it the other direction. It's a little Abner section. This box of skunks up here. This is the Skunk Works. The skunks laughing and shaking. Now, this is Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls. I've never been on it. I want to try it out because I think there are some dark ride elements. But man, this is one of the most merciless water rides I've ever seen. The amount of wet it gets you is unconscionable. Yeah, just watch this. You literally get blasted. So first they get like blasted through a literal like wall of water over there, and then they get the big splash. Of all like these soggy rides that I've seen in all these different theme parks, I think this may be the soggiest. Oh, jeez. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I want to know. I want to see it with my own eyes. What happens in there? I'm gonna take off my socks. I'm gonna take all my loose articles so we can find see if we can find a locker, and then I'm gonna put myself through it, and hopefully the warm Florida sun will help restore me to my natural state afterwards. I'll see you on the other side. All right, heading in. Oh, it's olive oil. How are you doing? Oh, thank you. Oh, Popeye. Hello.
Oh, quite the boat shoes you have too.
Boat shoes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got some good shoes there too, Popeye.
Thank you so much. It's just how I'm drawn.
Let me. Can I shake your hand? Look at those muscles.
I don't want to hurt you. So long.
So long. This is the ride vehicle here. It actually is a log. This is a definite log flume style ride. Let's see if we can fit in here. Okay, definitely a little cozy in here, but I think we fit. Okay, I'm not exaggerating. That was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I have never been as wet as I am now. Dried it off a little, my skin's dry. Now that I've walked back over to the lockers, but that is, I didn't wear my hat. My hat's dry. My underwear is wet. My shorts are wet. My shirt's wet. I don't know if you can see, like, squeeze water out of there. I've been on a lot of log flumes. I've been on a lot of rides with that big drop. This is the most wet I've ever been on a ride. This is king soggy. The crazy thing is, by the time I hit the last big drop that I was worried about, I was already soaked. Like, you went, like, the first like little dip you do, it like the like literally like the boat like dips under the water and like the water just like rushes in, splashed all over my lap, got all over. But yeah, by all the time we hit all the little dips, soaked to the bone, There was some fun stuff on the ride. I don't want to say it's the worst ride I've ever been on. It's definitely the wettest ride. There is some dark ride elements though, some fun elements. You know, you get in your log. You go. The first scene is like there's like a little raccoon or beaver or some little mammals that are like in black and white, like they're like behind the scenes in a movie production. Then you see the color of Dudley Do-Right riding his horse. Of course, there's like Snidely Whiplash, the villain from Dudley Do-Right, is in there. He's kidnapping the girlfriend, I forget her name, and tying her to the railroad tracks. You see different scenes where he's tying her to the railroad track. And you know, they're moving, they're animatronic. And then of course, I knew this was coming. Like when I saw him tying people to the railroad track, I'm like, and you get the old fake train scare, the big light, that like drops you down into a wet, soggy drop. And yeah, some other scenes with the animatronics. There is one part where they like almost like it's like supposed to be like a fake out waterfall. So you're like going up, and then the waterfall like shuts off before you hit it. But it doesn't shut off that much, and you still get like completely rained on. Yeah, once you get to the top, like I said, I was already wet. I was already soaking wet. Like I can't get any wetter once I got to the top. Oh yeah, before you get to the top, there's like a shootout scene where there's like little guns coming out of barrels shooting at each other. You're like in between the shooting. Then there's like an explosion room where there's boom everywhere, and there's like exploded items rotating. And then you go down that big drop. And I think if I wasn't already wet, it would have made me completely wet. But it was like redundant at that point because I was already soaked to the bone. And then there's a scene of, I think it's like a parody of Pirates of the Caribbean, because you see Snidely Whiplash locked in a jail cell and he's trying to get the keys, which are held by a squirrel, like the famous ending of Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, I'm probably never going to ride that again just because I hate getting wet. But yeah, it was worth doing it one time, seeing the animatronics, seeing the fun. So technically it is a dark ride, so I enjoy that section of it. The parts, if you want to be wet, this is where you go. I'm not a big fan of getting wet in the middle of the day. You know, a lot of the big splashdown rides, you get like a mist at the end, a mist. Enough to make you a little damp, but you dry off by the end of the day. This was like, you just feel water like sloshing on you. So, yeah, wettest ride that I've ever been on. At no other theme park have I seen where there's actually a line for the people dryer. Universal must make a fortune off their people dryer here. Oh, here we go, finally our turn in the people dryer. Oh, it's so nice and warm. Okay, this is a pretty intense people dryer, I must admit. It's got the hot lights there, blowing that hot air. Oh, it's really toasty in here, it's like being in a toaster. I guess you need a supercharged person dryer when you have a supercharged water ride. Oh, that feels so good. Oh. Yeah, it was $7 for the people dryer, and ooh, this is $7 well spent. Yeah, this time, oh, it's so hot in here. It's nice though. Yeah, it literally felt like being put to the dryer. Nice long dry here in the people dryer. So I'm kind of sort of dry. I would consider myself to still be very moist. Nothing's completely dry. My shirt's a little moist, my pants are a little moist, my underwear's a little moist. Although I was smart enough to take my socks off and leave them in the locker. So I got some nice dry feet, which feels good. And we leave the bright colors of Toon Lagoon as we head into the forest. I was talking about how the other park's based on movies, while this park based more on literature. Now you'd think this ride, the King Kong ride, would maybe throw things off a little bit with that, but actually, I just checked, I didn't know this, King Kong was based on a book. So I do believe they have stuck with their theming, that even though some of the attractions here are based on movies or other things, that I think they all originated as a book. Because King Kong was originally a book. Who knew? Headed to the Jurassic Park section here. Of course, Jurassic Park, originally a book. It's Jurassic Park splash ride, considerably less soggy than the Dudley Do-Right Ripsaw Falls. Behind these giant electric walls, we have the Velocicoaster. There you see people peeking through the fence at the Velocicoaster. So we rode the Incredible Hulk coaster today. I think we should also check out the Velocicoaster. I've actually been on this once before. I know a lot of people hold this coaster in very high regard. Look at this statue here in the queue. We got the Velociraptors there with that big roller coaster drop in the center.
I'll take it from here. Let's get you ready to enter the paddock.
Here are the Velociraptors. They have them locked in these machines that makes them hold their heads still. See the blinking eye, the movement there. This one's missing a Velociraptor. All right, here are the lockers. We're gonna put all our loose objects in here, and I will see you on the other side. That was a truly terrifying experience. The Velocicoaster, a little wilder than I even remember. So you get on the coaster, and there's not a lot of restraints. Obviously, it's safe and all that, but like there's just like one little thing that goes like over your lap. It comes down and goes over your lap, and then your feet are dangling a little bit. And man, every time you go over like a hill or a drop, you feel like you're absolutely gonna fly out of your seat. So I think they call that airtime, where you feel like I constantly felt like I was just gonna come out of my seat. So you're held in there. Oh my gosh, you're held in there by your lap. So the ride goes in. You're in like the raptor enclosure. So like you start out in like a pin. You go through like a little tunnel, and there you can see like there's like video screens where there's like raptors trying to break in and get you. And then it launches you. There's 2 launches, I think. I think I'm starting to like the launches better than the traditional like lift hill. I think the launches to me is like pulling a Band-Aid off. You're getting it over with. When you go to the big hill, you're just like sitting there, nervous, thinking about what's going to happen to you. But when you get that launch, it's over. You're in. And so you're like you're in the raptor enclosure, going up and down. There's lots of rocks pointing everywhere. And again, you're thinking you're gonna fly to your seat every second, and then it looks like the rocks are gonna rip your head off as you're going by. They make it so it looks like every rock is going to rip you to pieces, and you're gonna get like your head chopped off or impaled by a rock or something. Obviously you don't. And then it just gets high. It just never really stops. There's like no slowdown. It's just forward. There's a few like raptors. They're not animated or anything, but you like buzz by and there's raptors like, ah! I think they scream at you as you go by, but you like course you're upside down. You go over the big hills. Like we go over the big hills, it feels like you're gonna fly 100 feet in the air. Again, the main thing here that I'm picking up is like the feeling that you're going to fly out of your seat. I don't like that feeling, although I think that the airtime feeling, I think that's something like the super roller coaster enthusiasts. It's something they crave, something they want, something they love on roller coasters. G-forces, like the Hulk, where you're getting your face smashed in, and then airtime when you're getting pulled out of your seat. That's what like the real hardcore roller coaster people. Oh my gosh, that's what they live for. And I'm trying. Again, I'm not gonna ride every roller coaster on the planet, but I'm trying to at least, the roller coaster enthusiasts, they have like points. You can, build up your roller coaster score by riding all the roller coasters in the world. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to familiarize myself with some of the more popular, some of the more distinct, important roller coasters across the land. So that's why I rode the Hulk today and refreshed myself on the monstrosity known as the Velocicoaster. And to commemorate our conquering of the Velocicoaster, let's get the Velocicoaster pressed penny. And some prehistoric pennies for the collection. And this section is called the Lost Continent. It's based on Greek and Middle Eastern legends. And I don't think there's any actual rides over in this section, just a lot of food and shops. Oh, look at this. The fountain's talking. What's that?
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Jacob. I'm from North Carolina.
Jacob from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Well, it's so much better than the one in the south, right?
South Carolina? East Carolina, West Carolina?
And South Carolina. I think the north one is the better one.
Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good.
And what are you doing here in North Carolina?
Just enjoying myself. I've walked by you 100 times and I haven't heard you talk.
What?
Yeah.
You
Oh, you're taking your beauty sleep? Oh, you're boiling. Oh, you're taking a bath, taking a bubble bath. Oh, sometimes you boil your tea. Sometimes you take a bath. Oh, I rode the Hulk coaster. I rode the Velocicoaster. It's been a lot of fun. I look. Some sort of scientist, yeah, kinda. In a way.
Yes, and I was very good friends with the Emperor of Alaska. Yes, if you want to know, I'm not name dropping.
No, you're not angry, right? Now you don't like spray people, do you? Oh, there we go. Okay, I was just waiting for that. Oh, llamas do that. Okay, you would never spray at anyone. I'm wet enough.
But I'm showing you what the llamas and your fathers do. Yes.
Oh.
Sometimes, if I blow my dog,
Oh.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, careful. Oh, no.
And if I really like you, I might make it rain.
Oh, making it rain there. It's amazing. It was great to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Red Croc Man from North Carolina.
Red Croc Man from North Carolina.
I like the Red Croc.
I think the very first time I came here, the fountain was talking. And I've been here a bunch of times since then and walked by the fountain a bunch of times. I have not heard it talking in years and years. And then maybe I've just been missing it. I don't know if it does talk sometimes, but that is so cool. I love that interactive element. And then finally we head into Seuss Landing. And I do love this section as well, just like walking around inside of a Dr. Seuss book. The Mulberry Street, that was one of my favorite books when I was a very, very small child. With a circus tent, we have some interesting topiaries. Look at this one here. And there's the Lorax. He speaks for the trees. Have a Lorax walk through here. Is it the Onceler? Is this the Onceler's house? I think he's called the Onceler. Oh yeah, you can see all the truffula trees cut down here. Here's some thriving truffula trees. Here is one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. There's one fish, red fish, two fish right there. Where's blue fish? There's blue fish. I love this carousel here. All the animals are done in the style of Dr. Seuss. Now look at that weird cow. All the weird creatures here. That's a lot of fun. Cat in the Hat. It's really fun, old school dark ride there. And then next door we have Cats, Hats, and Things. I wanted to see if they had any pressed pennies. Wanted to add some Seuss pennies to the collection. The giant Cat in the Hat here in the middle of the shop, with surrounded by Things 1 and 2. Oh, these are all Thing 1s. Thing 1, Thing 1, Thing 1. Do they not have Thing 2? Thing 1. These are all Thing 1s. Oh, there's a Thing 2. There's a Thing 2. All the ones on the other side were Thing 1s. We got a mixture here of things. See, there's a Thing 1 right there. But, okay, most of these, though, are Thing 2. And look here in the back of the store, we have some Dr. Seuss pressed pennies. And, yeah, these are specifically Cat in the Hat pressed pennies. And we've been collecting a lot of pressed pennies today, so let's add these to the collection. There we go, some Seuss pennies to add to the collection. And that giant green ham makes me smile. And it looks like we closed the loop here on Islands of Adventure. Like two ships passing in the night. Oh, there's another ship. Wanted to try again with the Cursed Coconut Club. It was closed yesterday when we were here for a private event. Let's head up the escalator and see if it's open. Awesome, no private event tonight. Cursed Coconut Club is open. Got the bead troll here with all his beads. Gave him some of my beads yesterday. The parade's going on right now, so he should be getting a refill of beads pretty quickly. With this parade float out front. Yeah, let's head in. Sounds fun. Okay, look at this. Feathers. Giant beads. Dance floor is pretty empty right now. Look at this. The stage over top of the bar here. We have all these Mardi Gras jesters throughout the bar. All these masks over here. See their eyes. Really cool. Yeah, the eyes are moving. Over here, we've got like the costume department where they make the elaborate costumes for Mardi Gras. Heading upstairs, mysteries revealed. Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, look at this altar here, covered in dolls and baby heads. Fortune-telling parlor here. Oh, look at that crystal ball. You see someone's been reading the cards here, reading the tarot cards. The tower, that's the... Whoa, what just happened? Oh yeah, what is happening in here? The book here. Over here in the corner, we got Zoltar, and this may be a first. This is a free Zoltar, although there's 1 fortune per guest. I can't hear them very well because they're blasting the Eurythmics right now. Use you. That's cool. They do have the custom card. Look over here at this bar. It's like a broken mirror up behind the bar. It's like full of baby heads and crystal balls. So when in Rome, just get us a cocktail for the evening. I think I'm gonna try the Oracle's glass, so that has a mist of absinthe in it. There's a show that comes with the drink. Let's put my drink in there. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Sit down here at this tarot table. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. She sprayed like the absinthe in. It was like a spray before she made the drink. Cheers, my friends. Yeah, it kind of tastes like wine. I think it's got wine in it. So that was officially a lot of fun. Oh, look at this, the troll. The bee troll is breathing out smoke. Oh, look over here. There is a press penny machine. And this is far away from the Hulk coaster, but there's a press penny that says, I survived the Hulk coaster. And also, we got the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. We rode that today. And we met Captain America. So let's get these pressed. And there we go. Some great pennies to end a great day. So thank you for joining me here today at Islands of Adventure here at the Universal Studios Resort. Also got a chance to check out the amazing Cursed Coconut Club. I like to check out every season. They have a new theme added. Really a lot of fun. But thank you so much. If you guys like these videos, please consider subscribing. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun, random stuff. If you'd like to help out the channel, consider contributing to Patreon, $3 or more. We do a postcard once a month from me to you. Also selling enamel pins, press pennies, and motel key fobs in the Etsy shop, and doing personalized messages on Cameo. If you're interested in any of those things, check out the description of this video, and all those things help keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.